Welcome back to the shop. It is race weekend once again. That means we got the car loaded up. That means we've got our new track seed and the van is ready to go. We are headed to Savannah, Georgia. This will be the last race I need to qualify for the runoffs, which if you haven't been following along, the runoffs is the national championship for my form of racing. For the form of racing that I do with SCCA, the runoffs, top of the ladder as high as it goes. This will be my first year. I cannot wait. I'm a little nervous about this weekend because it's supposed to rain basically the whole time. Weather by itself does not make me nervous. It's the fact that I don't have a very good rain tire situation, so a little nervous about that. But real quick, I want to show you guys something new. FasterSkunk Racing and Racing for ALS. This is my buddy I talked about in a previous video. We're working together for the last half of the season here. He's also right here on the hood. I cannot believe how good this logo looks. So Rob, it looks too good on the car. We just got to keep this going. Look at this. I cannot thank these guys enough. Rob and the guys from Racing for ALS. To have them on board is so cool. They have a charity for ALS. They've contributed over $500,000 to ALS research. There's a link in the description below. If you want to support those guys, go donate whatever you can. They have all sorts of events and stuff like that. Really happy to have them on the car. In any case, we're in the van and we're headed out of here. So I will see you guys at the track. Welcome to the track. We are here. We've got camp set up. We found the homies. Everything's ready to go. The van is over here now. Here's something funny. The power here apparently is terrible. I plugged into 3 different power poles and kicked breakers in every single one of them. So, nice neighbor man is letting me use his generator, and just like that, a generator is now super high on the list for next things to buy to complete this rig. So here's the setup for this weekend. 1, it's hot as hell, and 2, it is probably going to rain its ass off. So those are all things to contend with. I think I'm mostly ready. The rest of the setup here is there are 2 other B-Spec cars here, which is awesome because that puts us right at the threshold for free tires and free brakes. So it's very exciting. I think I've got a pretty good chance if we can stay in the dry because I don't have great rains. I think I stand a chance at taking home some tires. I'm very excited. I've been on track with both these guys before. It was a great time. I'm about to go out for practice 1. Let's go do that and see how things are. As you know, I've been fighting handling issues with the car all year. I think I figured some stuff out, but I've said that a bunch of times before. Let's go on track and see what's up. All right, so practice is over. The weather is nice so far. It's still humid. As you can see, my lens is fogging up. Car actually did pretty good. Car handled well. I got my tire pressures wrong, so I think that's the bulk of it, but I might have found my handling problem. But moreover, I think I definitely have something for these other guys. Hold on, a little bit better. I think I got something for these guys. We could walk away with a couple of new tires, which would be amazing. I'm in, I got the car adjusted already. I'm gonna add some ice to the Cool Suit cooler, and we're going out for race 1. No more jibber jabber. Let's jump straight to the racing. So here we come towards the green flag. Corner workers are my friends, I promise. I had the last VIR race pictured in my head as we're super spread out, and I was pretty worried about how far away we were. But my competition is right here. This is Josh in the green Mini. That's the guy I've got to pass. Now right here, look way on the right side, I can see them spread out, and so I know that we're going racing. Josh did not have that same view angle, so I was able to get this jump on him and essentially just drive past him on the start. Very exciting. Really like the way that worked out. Now, if you look way up ahead, look way over the roof of the red Mini here, watch this. You see that right there? So from my viewpoint, I was just able to see the bottom of the car. Yes, the bottom of the car. We just watched someone go in there and roll the car. They were fine. The car literally looks like there was no problem. Nothing ever happened to it. It's just really dusty. But from here forward, I'm staring at corner worker stations. Where's the yellow flag? When is it going to be out? There's got to be something. I just watch a car roll over. It's really funny how desensitized to accidents like that I am as a driver, because I saw it. I kind of went, oh, that car's rolling over. We're going to get a double yellow soon. Hope they're okay. And right here, that's the wave of don't pass, double yellow, because it just came out. It's also really quite funny how from where you saw the rollover happen to there felt like an eternity. I had this huge gap to Josh. I kind of thought that maybe I wouldn't be fast enough to keep him behind me, but I've got 2 cars between me and him, and I knew the double yellow was going to come out, which means we're going to use up some time on the clock, and that all that stuff was going to help me out. It's just funny how short a time it is in video, but sitting in the seat, I was like, when is it going to come out? It's never going to happen. What is going on? So we really just drove around for several laps, just kind of hanging out. And you're watching, you're looking for the yellow flag. Like, see that corner station on the right? The flags are still up. It's imperative for me right now to be on top of the jump, and I'm watching all the way on the right side. I watch them take the flags down right there, which means if there is no flag, it is a green flag condition, and we're racing. And I was really lucky to be on top of it. I passed this HP car. This Neon was going to drive by me because he was more on top of it than I was. I was staring at corner stations. When is it going to drop? When is it going to drop? And as a driver, that's a decision that you have to sort that out. You got to make that decision, is when is that flag going to drop? And you're going to base that on the severity of the accident and where they are in the cleanup. And the previous lap, we could see that they had the car pretty much out of the way, which means we were very, very close to getting to going back to some green flag racing. But you got to watch it. That's one of the things as a driver. That's your job. You got to watch for that. So at this point, I have lost pretty much all of the car buffer that I had before. But he's still back there. You know what I mean? He's still back there. I'm not being terribly held up right now. I am a little bit slow, but honestly, I'm worst at this track. I know this track the least. It's very tricky. It's all curves. It's a bit of a tricky track to learn. And this is my second time there. So I am at my slowest at this track. I'm not, even now, I'm picking it out, kind of going, that's a bad line. Don't break there. You know, all these kinds of things. And lo and behold, Josh is here already. I thought to myself, okay, cool, 2 cars between us, big gap, we've wasted some time, I've got a chance here, this is going to be great. And it felt like, I mean, inside of 2 or 3 laps, I look up and, oh my gosh, he's right on my bumper. And so we were straight back to a dogfight. So what's also going through my mind right now is I'm constantly thinking back to the Sark Invitational Challenge, the SICK where I placed second at the end of last year. I drove the front tire off the car. I drove the front left tire off the car. It got hot and greasy, wouldn't grip at all, and I basically burned the car to the ground, driving a bad line, a defensive line, trying to keep the guy behind me. And so I'm trying to balance defending so Josh can't pass me with keeping the tires under the car so I've got a chance to actually fight him when the time comes. And so these are all things I'm thinking about as he is bearing down on me. Holy cow, he's so close. This is actually the first time I've seen any of this footage. So you can see exactly how much faster he is than I am in so many of these places, and he's able to skirt right through the outside of me there. It's a great move because I was not prepared for him to do that. I did not think he would do that. So I wasn't defending for it, wasn't looking for it. That was a good move, and it worked. He got by me. It's funny because it always feels like insult to injury when somebody not in your class passes you, but this White Civic going by an H-Prod, it is what it is. It's just kind of where we are now. Now, if you look, the 76 car, the yellow car right here, That is the same car that gave us so much trouble at VIR, if you remember that footage. If you haven't seen it yet, go back. I think it's like the most recent video before this one. Crazy footage. The race was insane, totally worth a watch. Didn't give us any trouble here, but I was watching for it. In any case, Josh pretty much just drives away from me here between not trying to hold people up and just not being very good here. He just drives away, and that's kind of the rest of the race. So, race 1 did not exactly go according to plan. Didn't exactly get what I would have wanted out of that one. As you can see, he basically just drove away from me, which was hard to look at, I'm not gonna lie. When I fought this guy in at VIR, I felt like I had a pretty good chance, and so coming in this race, I thought I had a pretty good chance, and that was a big old fat no-go. But we reset for race 2. I'm very sorry. My cameras both died on grid for race 2, so I had nothing. There's no footage at all. I have a 15-second clip of you two side by side coming into turn 4. There's a 15-second clip floating around somewhere. It's a good clip, though. It's a good clip. We were side by side. He was trying to get through, and I was able to fend him off. He was ahead of me on the start. I was able to get by him in actually both starts. I was able to pass him on the start. Had a little bit of buffer in race 1, did not have much of a buffer in race 2, but I was able to get through. Kept him behind me for a while, and then here's the thing. Well, I guess this is the most important part about race 2. We won! Yes, we won race 2. So exciting. I got this little sticker right here, which is so unbelievably exciting. I'm so proud of this sticker. I kind of hate how I got it. I'm being told that I should not hate how I got it, but I kind of hate how I got it. I got by Josh in the green Mini. He was on my tail. We were gonna have a great race. I couldn't do much with him, but fight to keep him behind me as best I could. At some point he said he was having trouble getting the car in gear, and he started falling back, and he thinks he over-revved the motor and expired a driveline. So that's a bummer. I hate that because we were gonna have a great race, but I love this. This is so exciting. What was I gonna say after that? Wow! This is so exciting. This is my first majors win. This is the first time I'm gonna get some real contingency. I'm gonna get a couple of tires out of it, I think, and maybe some brake pads out of it. So exciting. Even more exciting, this is the first race that we've got FasterSkunk Racing and Racing for ALS on the car. Hyped that I'm able to bring those dudes a win the first time they're on the car. Maybe it's a good luck charm. I don't know. It's awesome. Racing for ALS, actually, they're all up at VIR right now having their own event, which is equally as exciting because they were able to raise over $225,000 on this weekend alone. So at this point, they are now approaching very close to $1 million donated to ALS research, which is just outstanding. I could not be happier, more proud to be a part of that team and to have them on the car. And we're going to runoffs. We are locked our spot in. We're qualified. We're top half in points. Got the weekends. Got the races. We're ready to go. In any case, we are hooked back up with the van, and the AC is pumping because it's so hot outside, y'all. It's so hot. It's like it's 90 degrees. Warmer. It's 92 degrees. I'm out there in 92 degree weather racing a car. It's ridiculous. Savannah's a cool place. It's not for me in the summer.
And there's fire ants.
And there's tons of fire ants all over the place. Anyway, I grew up at this track. I knew all these things. Oof. Anyway, woo! We won! We got a win. I'm gonna stop right there because I'm gonna ramble forever on this. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's fun to be here and do this. It's just as fun for me to show you guys what it's like to do this and what I go through trying to kind of make this happen. I mean, what I go through. It's not like a horrible tribulation or anything like that, but the work that goes into it. So excited. The van is awesome. The race car is awesome. Rob, FasterSkunk Racing, awesome. Racing for ALS, awesome. My crew, woo! Awesome. We're gonna drive home now and do some editing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. See you guys in the next one.